Welcome to the Matterbeam product walkthrough for June 2023. This demonstration is an early access preview of the Matterbeam platform as it is actively being developed. In this demo, we will cover some newly created features, namely our AWS SNS Collector and our Snowflake Emitter. Let's, for a moment, imagine we are data scientists that want to perform analytical queries of our user search data and compare that against user data we already have in Snowflake. But that search data is only accessible from an existing AWS SNS topic. Normally, this would be difficult. Loading data into Snowflake is usually done through object storage, like AWS's S3. To get the data from SNS into S3, we would author an application that subscribes to the SNS topic and then batch write objects to S3 in a compatible format with Snowflake ingestion. To run continuously, this application would create its own set of operational concerns. Loading S3 data into Snowflake requires other preparations, including authorization, table creation, and schema management. With Matterbeam, this can be made simpler. First, let's start by logging into the Matterbeam platform. And let's head to the data catalog. In the Matterbeam data catalog, we can view all of our company's data sets that have been collected thus far. Data sets are streaming logs of data that have been collected into the Matterbeam platform and are retained indefinitely for future use. The data in these data sets are populated with what is called a collector, and they'll be sent elsewhere with what we call emitters. Looking at our existing data set, the data we want, that of user search data, is not yet available. If it was, we would only need to create a new emitter to Snowflake. As we have not yet collected our needed data set, let's start by creating the collector. We'll do that in our studio. The studio is an infinite canvas of all the components and collections throughout our customer's Matterbeam instance. This is where we will design our new data flow. From the studio, we can create a new collector by clicking the Add Collector button. From here, we'll choose the type, in this case, AWS SNS. Let's give our collector a new name, as well as naming our new data set. Then we'll just have a few configuration options. In this case, we'll need the ARN of the AWS SNS topic. Now that the SNS collector has been created, Matterbeam will immediately begin to populate this new dataset from streaming records. While the dataset is populating, the Matterbeam platform continuously analyzes the incoming data, generating metrics and learning its schema. Let's go view that now. The collector has already sampled enough records to derive a schema. We may want to pause here and learn new things about this data that we didn't know before. The schema discovered by Matterbeam will assist us greatly in our next step, creating an emitter to send data to Snowflake. Let's head back to the studio. From the studio, we can select our newly created data set, and from that, we can create a new emitter. In this case, we'll choose Snowflake. Upon creation, this emitter will connect to Snowflake and create a new table matching the schema previously learned by Matterbeam. Let's give this emitter a name. There's also a few Snowflake-specific configuration parameters. Data is now continuously flowing from our AWS SNS topic and now through the Matterbeam platform into Snowflake. Let's go view it in Snowflake. Here in Snowflake, you can see now that the data is available and ready to be used for our intended analytical queries. In conclusion, we solved a previously complicated data engineering problem in a matter of minutes with no ongoing operational burden. Leveraging Matterbeam as our data mesh, we can now feel confident and empowered to tackle future data problems as well. We at Matterbeam are actively working to deliver a fully matured and modern data platform. Stay tuned for updates on our expanding catalog of integration, our tools for data transformation, and our expanded capabilities around schema generation and version management. If you are interested to learn more or to become an early adopter, there's more information available at matterbeam.com.